I always think that life is teaching you things every day, good or bad, through experiences that you may have yourself or you may learn from others, right?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Stay Show or the Stay Podcast here live or not live on YouTube. Today is going to be a very relaxed, chill one. Right now I feel a little tired, but, let's keep that vibe up. Today I have a recurring guest, again from the past, the present, and back from the future. Wait, what? No. Oh, anyways, but the Chilean Mantis, a.k.a. That's your League of Legends name, right? Chilean or Chilean Matias Chamba. A.k.a. Chamba. Manti Reyes. We're not married. But also, I have a very special guest here today. Not going to lie, I just hung out with him for the first time in a very, 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 very long time. We've known each other.
20 years.
We've known basically of each other, whatever, for a time. I don't know how long you would say.
I don't know, man.
I think 20 years.
Probably close to, man.
20 years and running.
Damn,
but
bro. You guys are old.
Yeah, so I used to live in a complex down by the river. He used to live in another complex nearby, and But thank you for coming on. What is your name? What do you do? And who are you?
My name is Billy. My name is William, but people call me Billy, my friends, mostly. I work in construction as a project coordinator.
Awesome.
Do mostly office work and stuff like that, and sometimes go to the site. The boss doesn't really like me to go to the site. I don't know why. I think he just thinks I talk to the guys a little bit too much or whatever. But just turned 30 last month, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm an old guy now, bro. Yeah, I know. I couldn't even celebrate it properly,
Dirty 30s, man.
It happens though. I'm gonna have to celebrate later in the year, hopefully.
All right. No, thank you, man. Thank you for coming, Billy. Thank you for coming, Matthias, once again. Yeah. Yes, please hit the. I'm gonna
subscribe.
do the subscribe button, the bell, the notification bell button, because I don't want to keep sending you guys messages every single time. I'm being honest. Like literally, look, that's too much time. But I do appreciate you guys sliding in the DMs. Does it work? I don't know. But
that's another podcast, bro.
Yeah. But yes. Subscribe, hit the like button, and notification bell thing. I'll probably do an edit right here.
Click that box.
This box, yeah, exactly. Hey, want to try that? Well, nice finger here. But yes, thank you. So, what is the topic today? Life. What do you mean life? Life. I mean, life. What does life have? Life has love. Life has sadness. Life has madness. Yeah. Roller coasters, everything, right? So here we go. Without further ado, what is the first question?
Well, let us break the ice first. How do we know each other?
How do we know? Oh, right. I like you. Always like you like doing that. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Go ahead, Matthew. Go ahead.
Okay.
How do we know each other?
How do we know each other? Okay, we met in high school, 2008, I would say.
9. I went to Killarney in grade 9.
2009.
The first thing when I first saw you, the first thing I said to him.
Oh, I thought you guys fell in love. You were gonna say.
No.
Love at first sight.
No, my friend. A mutual friend introduced us, and then he's like, "Oh, here's another Latino kid in school." I'm like, "Oh, hello."
English,
I'm like, "Okay, sweet, a Latino kid." I go to he's like, "Oh, come, this is Matthias." I'm like, "This guy's Latino. This guy looks Indian." Like, this guy was
sort of Persian,
legit. Yeah. When back in grade 9, you were like, Middle Eastern.
No, those eyebrows were half the size. Yeah. Half the size.
Unibrow, dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
Monlor for that.
Yeah. I remember that interaction. I remember.
Yeah. We barely spoke. I didn't know any English.
You barely spoke. I spoke.
Yeah, you barely spoke because you didn't know English.
Exactly.
ESL till I die. But anyways, yeah. How about you and you two?
Matthew, man. I met him at church. He came. I think. Oh no. I remember he was like 12 or 13, and he was dating the pastor's daughter, as you mentioned previously.
Gang.
And It was like a noche de
Previously.
it was like a noche de gala or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And homie did not have a suit, dude. I swear he borrowed someone's suit that was like 3 sizes too big.
Yeah.
But he looked so damn cute in it. I remember
And I
that.
had
He was just
jeans-
like
I had
like
jeans
his
then.
like basically his like eyebrows were covering his whole body type of deal. You know what I mean? They were just so big before.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember that. It was like
And then he didn't talk to anyone. He was
Had
just
a black
quiet.
tie
We all
and a
just
black
like
shirt.
exactly. We all just
With
assumed
stripes.
like, okay, it's the girl's boyfriend, whatever. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's chill. But when I actually became friends with him was probably like 6 months or 4 months later when there was a retiro
It
and
was
we all went
instant,
camping. And my dad was just so like, hey man, this kid's gonna have to stay with you guys because he has nowhere else to stay.
Yeah.
And I'm like, me and my homies were just like, okay, dude, whatever, right? It's fine, I
Mhm.
guess. You can sleep on the floor, right?
Exactly.
And
Como el chucho.
yeah, basically. And then it was night, I remember, and that song from Rihanna was
Yeah.
popular. Like
What was
that.
it?
Like, shoot, I'm gonna crack my voice if I try to sing it right now. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one. And then Matias was like, "Oh, I know this song." And then he puts like this like
Live
weird,
Your Life, right? Yeah.
weird
Yeah.
Chilean version of this song, bro. And he just starts dancing with a light in the dark, and like it was like almost like ravey and everything. And I'm just like, I swear, like I think I'm like 4 years or 5 years older than you, Mati.
Yeah.
Like, no, well, I'm 30 now. You're
4 years.
26 or 27?
26 now. 4 years.
3. No, you're 27 this year, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, so three and a half ish, whatever,
Yeah.
or 3 in a few months. But yeah, I remember I'm just so like, this kid is like crazy, dude. I love this kid, yo. Like,
Bolo.
he was such a good time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like did not say a word until that song came out. Then he started just dancing. You know, what I
He's
mean?
like
That's
the
how you
weird-
make
yeah,
friends.
yeah,
That's
the
really how you make
legit,
friends.
legit.
You know
The
what I
weird
mean?
kid in the
I like
corner.
breaking the
Yeah.
That's what we always tell people. We always tell people, me and Mati, I'm just so like, oh no, like the real way Mati makes friends is dancing. You know what I mean? He used to dance like all the time.
I have videos on YouTube with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I remember.
Chilean
Yeah.
mantis.
Chilean-
What's it
Chilean
called?
Crazy legs.
Yeah, Chilean crazy legs. Search it up.
You know, search it up. Chilean crazy legs. It's the
Chilean
only
crazy.
video that has like 100 views or less.
Yeah, and
In
it's
like
literally his
10
legs, just his legs.
Just my legs.
Yeah.
Chilean
Trying
crazy
to
legs.
dance.
Search it up.
Chilean
Yeah.
crazy legs.
But yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much it. So I've known him since then. He didn't speak much English. He'd call everyone el buddy or buddy.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
buddy.
So my mom just like crowned him the buddy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So we used to
The
call him
buddy.
el buddy at la
Buddy.
casa all the time.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Wow, that's
how-
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
known you
We have
almost
many
15,
stories together.
15? No, more than that, I guess.
15, 16 years.
Yeah,
Dang.
I'm 30 now, so yeah, like 14 or no, 16-ish. Yeah.
14 years. I've been here 14.
You sure, man? I thought you were like 12 or 13 when you came.
Yeah. How am I?
Then you don't know math, bro.
yeah.
Well, I mean, we
14
are
years.
Latino.
Oh yeah,
so-
yeah, 14 plus, yeah,
14
7,
years.
yeah, so you were 13. You were 13.
I was
Yeah,
13.
gotcha. That makes
That's
sense.
funny.
Yeah, it's a long time, man.
Yeah, for sure.
That's
But-
hilarious.
Many stories together.
Oh yeah.
Good and bad.
Okay. So thank you for breaking the ice. That was a good opener.
That
Thank
was
you,
for you
buddy.
to prepare your question.
Conversation, right?
Keep
that
going.
was good.
Keep
That was
going.
Yeah. What do you do next? What do you do next?
I'm gonna ask this question.
Yeah.
It's very simple. It could be even a very heavy question, but I'm gonna start with this one. What is life to you? Yeah. If we're talking about
Dude.
life, what is life to you?
Life is the biggest test, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as you say, for us Christians, life is the biggest test for eternity, right? For the afterlife,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So
It's true, man.
I always think that life is teaching you things every day, good or bad,
Mm-hmm.
through experiences that you may have yourself or you may learn from others, right? Hopefully learn from others so you don't have to go through that pain.
Yeah.
But-
Mhm.
That's pretty much it, man. Life is just getting you ready for what's next, I think, at least.
Yeah.
Like that's
okay.
a quick,
No,
one.
thank you. Yeah.
quick answer off the top of my head type of thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. How about what's your opinion on life? What is life?
Life, man. Yeah, I guess similar to what Billy said. I like an analogy that Pastor Francis Chan gives.
Francis
So
Chan.
He grabs a
Good
rope,
pastor. Yeah.
and then at the end of the rope, there's like usually a little,
Like a knot?
yeah, like a knot,
Mhm.
or you know when you have those the hoodie ones. Like
Oh,
you-
like a
Mhm.
yeah. There's a little part at the end.
little metal thing?
Yeah, exactly. That little metal thing represents our life, and the
Oh.
other part of the string represents eternity
Mm-hmm.
in heaven. And I always see it as that, like, I mean, we can die any day, you know.
Yeah.
I see life as something so fragile, but also an opportunity to enjoy it as much as we can and help people as much as we can.
Yeah, definitely.
To
impact
others.
Exactly.
That's huge, man.
to get to where we all want to be, which is in our life, heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's life to me, man. Make an impact in someone's life. Help one another. Right? Love one another.
If you were to put, if I were to put both of your guys' perspectives, I would say that in that phrase, like the golden rule, you know, respect each other as you would want to be respected, and love one another as you would want to be loved, right? Yeah, you know, as Christians, you know, to answer that question of what is life, but I agree with both of you guys. Both of your guys' answer. Excuse me. It's such a interesting thing, especially as young men right now, you know, 30, 27, 26, almost 27, but you know, trying to figure out life as you're in it. You know, you right now we're talking in the third third perspective,
grand scheme of things,
the grand scheme of things. But now, like, once you're actually like, man, like,
what is my life right now?
What is my life right now? Am I doing that purpose? You know, now that could be another great segue, like for the next question. Yeah. What is the purpose of life, or is that a similar? What is, or even more directed? What's your purpose, and what is your purpose in this life?
What is my purpose in this life?
Well, if I think personally, like, the first things that pop in my head are like, my purpose is to, like, share what God's given me, type of deal. You know what I mean? Whether that could be his love, grace, joy, type of things, right? All like the gifts, maybe you can say. Yeah. Right. So I believe my purpose is that, but also my purpose is to love everyone as best as I can, accept everyone as best as I can. You know what I mean? And kind of be like a representative for what God truly is, right? Because there's some situations where, like, you know, someone will say, that guy's Christian, but man, dude, like, the way they treat someone, the way they speak to someone, the way, like, you know, like, they think about certain things, which if you think like in a godly manner and you think like literally WWJD, what would Jesus do type of deal? You know what I mean? Like, would God really think that way or not? Right? Yeah. And I think that, like, one thing that we don't understand as humans is God's grace is immense. Exactly. You know what I mean? And we can't even comprehend what that is, because us as humans are so faulty. You know what I mean? Like, that we can never get to that level. We can strive to get to that level for sure, right? 100%. But like, to get to that level, that's only when we're going to be in heaven, right? Like, as God sees us as complete and perfect, right? Exactly.
So. Yeah. That's interesting, because, you know, it's different how we view grace. I think as people than what grace really is. What tends to happen, like, most of the time, is that we do good things in life. We treat people right, but if we make a mistake, people only see that bad.
They focus more on the negative.
That's life. That's the cycle.
Same thing with relationships. Like, the girls or the guys will always remember the negative and bad things you have done to me instead of the great things. You know what I mean? The bad outweighs.
Well, I feel like also people use that bad as kind of like a driving force in them. Which is like a positive thing. Yeah. But like, also in life, you should have a balance of everything, right? Like what the Bible says, hay tiempo para todo, right? There's time for everything, right? There's prayer, food, eat, like everything, like fun, this, that, right? Yeah. And everything's fine as long as it's not in excess. Exactly. Right? So it can all kind of, you know, like, it just really depends on perspective, right? Yeah. So,
perspective. Well, I mean, there's 8 billion people on this earth, and everybody has their own perspective.
Exactly.
You know, we have, you know, secular friends, we have non-secular friends, and we all have to. You know, that's the beautiful thing. Once again, we all learn from each other as we're learning of course. From right now, right? So, thank you. So, next question.
You didn't ask me.
Oh, I didn't ask you.
Sorry, my answer was too good, bro.
Yeah, that was
skip that guy. Skip that guy, bro.
Skip that guy.
They're only coming for him now.
That's true.
No, but you know. Okay, so sorry about that. What
do you want to add on, bro? What do you want to add on, bro? What do you want to add on? Go ahead.
DLC.
Nothing,
we already got the main
you forgot
content.
your answer, huh? You forgot your answer, huh?
DLC content.
It's the same thing, man. Just that's my whole purpose is to love people, man.
Yeah.
No matter how tough it is, like some people are really hard to love.
Exactly. It's a challenge.
It is a
Yeah.
challenge. Our parents,
Hmm.
our friends,
Yeah.
you know, our spouses, our whatever. But yeah, that, and also to what the Bible says, to make disciples.
Yeah.
Like what is making a disciple is someone, you know, giving that the knowledge that you have, passing it on to someone else, so that someone else can pass it on
To someone
Yeah.
else. Yeah.
to someone else, you know.
Mhm.
And that's the gospel, like
Yeah.
making disciples and talking to people about Christ. I know this is not a, how do you say this podcast is?
This is my
not-
philosophy.
Not your
Yeah.
regular
It's
podcast.
it's not a Christian podcast, but it is a podcast that just has Christians. You
So
know?
happens to have some Christians, man.
Yeah, it so happens. No, but I mean, well, to be fair, like, if whoever is not Christian watching, like, oh, I mean, you said that in the first episode, and all I've seen is Christians.
Bunch of Christians.
Not right. Well,
Sorry,
No,
man. You know, but what they say, bro. What they say, like, what's it called? Show me who you're with, and I'll tell you who you are, type of deal. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean,
100%.
I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
From
I translated that from Spanish, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Off
yeah.
the top of my head, dog.
There you go. No, but yeah, but like I have many friends, or we all have many friends from different races and sexes, and whatever religions, upbringings. It's just I haven't had, or we haven't had the proper time to connect and all this stuff right now. But like, for example, a good friend of mine, Joey, you know, he's very, I can't speak on him, but he brought a new perspective,
Yeah, exactly.
in a fresh perspective from his upbringing, right?
I like that.
And yeah, we're waiting for you, Joey. A
We
lot of
like
people
him.
are waiting for you, Joey. A lot.
But yeah, whatever I said, like just loving one another,
Amen.
that could apply
Yeah.
to anybody.
Yeah, and
Like,
you don't.
I
Yeah,
do- I love
exactly.
everybody.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
It doesn't matter what they've been through,
Mhm.
the
But
religion, their
the reason
stance.
that we love everyone is
Mhm.
because that's what God does, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
God loves everyone, and we have to show that. And some people
Mhm.
don't, though, man. That's let's be real, right?
Yeah.
Let's be
It's
real,
a
man.
struggle, like you said, though. It's a struggle,
It's a struggle,
right?
so-
but
Struggle.
we have to do our
100%.
best to show
Mhm.
everyone that we love everyone. You know what I mean, type of deal.
Yeah.
So,
100%.
Okay. All right. So a little bit relating to life again. Have you followed your dreams in this life?
bro,
This
honestly,
is
my dream was to become a Lego master. So no, I wish I did though.
Yeah.
I looked into it before, like, you know, like I went to in like construction, like
Mhm.
architecture kind of type of deal. But yeah, it's really hard to do, man. There's only a few in the world, so I'm like,
Lego
damn.
Master?
Yeah.
What is it?
To like actually like build Lego professionally,
yeah.
and
yeah.
like go to different cities and stuff like that to build Lego.
Do you,
and,
I
like,
assume
build,
you
like,
have a lot of
crazy ass-
do you have collections? I assume or stuff.
No, not anymore.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I have a bucket full of it still.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna give to my nephew, but like that's pretty much it now. But I
Yeah.
used to build Lego all the time, dude.
Dang.
Like someone would tell me build this, I'm like, say less. You know what I mean? Like done. You know, created so
Dang.
many crazy
Got it.
things and stuff. Yeah. I never look at the instructions, bro. I just build. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what kind of inspired me to go into like, you know, like the home design and stuff like that. And that's why I studied at school. So I'm happy I actually got like, you know, at least in the same avenue type of deal. But you know, like
doing it real now.
yeah, exactly. Like now I kind of like in a more lesser role, not as creative. It's more like just coordinating kind of the
Yeah, yeah,
construction
yeah.
and stuff like that from like the office end.
Uh-huh.
But still learning, you know what I mean? Still learning new
Awesome.
things, and I'm hoping one day that I can get more into the design process of it, like I did it like in one of my first jobs that I had.
Yeah.
So we'll see if we get back. But like I guess that's only like career wise, right? That
Yeah,
follow
yeah.
your dreams type
Yeah,
of thing.
yeah.
But I think so. I think I'm going. You know?
Lego 2.0,
Yeah,
real
man,
edition.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Mantis? Are you? What was the question again? Like,
Follow
are
your
you
dreams? I think.
are you following your
My
dreams?
I have many dreams. man.
Matthew,
I'm a
Matthew
dreamer.
dreamed about
Damn.
becoming a professional bachata dancer,
Yeah,
bro.
dude. I was gonna be a Zumba instructor.
Yeah. Hey, you were for a bit, dude. Don't lie, man. Come
Yeah.
on, at Killarney.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I did it. Yeah, I did
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like,
You followed
Partially.
one dream a bit,
yeah,
you know.
yeah, a little bit. But
Yeah.
I have many dreams, dude.
Yeah.
Many dreams.
good dreams.
Yeah.
Maybe too
Or
good.
like
We're gonna
J.
cut that
Cole.
out. Cut that out. Cut that out.
Cut that out, bro. J. Cole, dude. Yeah, cut that out. Cut that out.
J. Cole, something dreams. Anyways, but good song, though. Really good song. But yeah, going back to you.
Man, let's see which dreams I have. Career-wise, I would say
Anything.
working with a sports team. I would always
Oh,
think
nice.
of working with a sports team.
Mm-hmm.
But working with that, and I've always want to work with professional boxers.
Mm-hmm.
Canelo Alvarez is
Dang.
my top, man.
Bro,
So
isn't
I
he
mess
gonna
with that guy.
retire soon?
Whatever, man. Retire.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Personal massage therapist. Yeah, for
Man,
sure.
you said my career.
Oh, sorry, bro. My bad. Personal, cut that out. Personal bleep.
But yeah.
And spiritually wise, I would say travel a lot, go different countries,
Awesome.
and talk to people about Jesus, talk to people about my faith.
Yeah.
I've always had a heart for people, especially the less fortunate. Yeah, man, like that's my dream. That's my heart, and if God allows me to do it, then
Amen.
Spread the gospel, man. That's cool.
man,
Way up.
Yeah.
way up.
Way up. Yeah.
Well, one of
What
my
about you, man?
dreams
You're not
also.
answering the questions, Doug.
Well, he always goes last.
Yeah, I always go.
Flying.
Well, yeah.
So like,
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
just let me say
it's your
one quick
guys'
thing, I
time to
guess.
shine, yeah.
But yeah, like one quick thing, like when Mati said travel, bro, like I've always wanted to travel to different, like at least like each continent once. That was my type of deal, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So like one of my, I guess you could say it's just accomplishment that I kind of like made a dream type of happen, right? So it was like 5 years ago when I like saved up enough money to go to Europe and everything. Went for like a month and a half.
Dang.
It was awesome, bro. I went by myself too, cause
You went by yourself?
yeah, bro. I decided to go by myself.
How did you get to that? Like why?
Well, I tried to see if anyone was down, right? But
Mhm.
not like my sisters were already planning to go ahead of me,
Yeah.
and I was gonna miss them by a bit. And one of my
Yeah.
other sisters, she was studying in Germany for 6 months,
Dang.
and my cousin was going to like this DEF CON like festival in Amsterdam. Amsterdam. But then
Mhm.
we're like, yo, bro, let's meet in Barcelona, right?
Mhm.
So I ended up going to 7 cities for a month and a half, like maybe stayed like almost 4 or 5 days in each one.
Yeah.
Met up with my cousin in Barcelona, partied for like 4 days straight. Then went to the next city, went to Berlin. That's where my sister was.
Mhm.
I stayed with her for free because I'm like, yo, we got to save some money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so I stayed with her for free for like 6 days. And everywhere else I was by myself, though. It was nice because I hadn't seen my sister in so long. But like, yeah, man, making like kind of pushing yourself to make friends, to be
Yeah.
social.
Cool.
Because like
Yeah.
you can't be like solo, you know what I mean? That's kind of, no, I'm not saying it's the worst, but it's kind of
Yeah,
lame
yeah.
in that kind of situation, right?
Mhm. You want
So-
to have fun with somebody.
Exactly,
of course, yeah.
exactly. So I just made friends everywhere, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And like
That's
it was
crazy.
nice, man. Like and like, you know, like I feel like I don't know, sometimes when I first meet people I'm pretty shy and like I'm like maybe more quiet, but like that type of trip it forces you really to like just kind of open up to everyone, right? Like,
Yeah.
like say like, hey, like awkward conversations
I
like
think you came back
so what are you
changed after
doing
that
then?
trip.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
you
it's
were
like
open to talk to people.
it's more like just more confidence, honestly,
Yeah.
bro. Like just from the experience, right? Because the good thing is that like I know how to speak French and
Mhm.
English and Spanish, right? So like
Okay.
those are the major languages that you
Mhm.
gotta know sometimes for
Yeah.
travel, right? So I could speak to everyone except when I went to Prague, bro. It's like the tourists,
Yeah,
fine
yeah.
because they all spoke English, right?
Mhm.
But the like, locals, I was just like, you know, like
Yeah.
okay, sure.
Mm,
Well, yeah,
It was
you
like-
speak French, right? You want a
Yeah,
French immersion, right?
immersion,
Yeah, I
yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Google Translate was my friend, dude.
Blue Chanel.
There's like a
Damn.
picture. There's a pic. I think there's like a picture app or a feature on
Yeah.
Google Translate where you can just show like the sign and then translates it for you. So I used
Mhm.
that quite a bit when I was in
Dang,
Prague, bro.
Lifesaver.
Yeah, definitely,
Dang,
definitely.
That's dope. The question was once again, are you following your dreams? Yes. I have said before on the podcast.
Oh, for me, it was not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Sorry, I
Guess you
didn't
didn't
answer the
answer.
My main, I guess, when people talk about dreams is what they want to do in life, and is to be a VPD officer. Somebody just stole my water, but it's okay.
Thirsty.
Yeah, odd story. Long story short, I applied to the school, whatever, the JI at 18. Felt like I wasn't ready. God literally said, or the Holy Spirit said, I wasn't ready. I'm like, okay. After that, years go by, working part-time jobs, this, that. And then I went to BCIT for 2 years, did that. Then after that, was not satisfied. Another year of working after that. Then went to the JI at 25. And before I applied to the JI at 25, it felt right. God is like, you are now ready. I'm like, when I got that second acceptance letter again, I'm like, man, something is just falling, like dominoes, going one by one. And I feel like I'm in the process of that right now. I feel really good. Life has hit you. I mean, you guys know, right? Life hits you. Life has hit me a little odd lately, but some things fall down to come up, right? So I feel, to answer that, I feel I'm in the process of that. It might take a little while, a little bit more, but I do see it happening. All in God's name, if He wants it. So
that's a that's a good.
Yeah,
I got a question.
Yeah, what's your question?
Oh, I got a question. You didn't have to look for one.
Don't say it, dude.
Don't. We all have careers here.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Well, not me, not yet.
You do, man. You finished school.
You're working on it, man.
Oh, working on it, yeah, but
Working on it. What made you choose your career?
That's a good one.
Lego.
Yeah.
Legit, dude. No lie,
yeah.
dog. Like, actually, that's straight up answer. Lego. That's it, man. That's my favorite. It was my favorite toy as a kid. I played with the Legos until I was like 14, bro. Like low key,
Awesome.
by
I
myself at
actually,
home.
I actually bought the like Boba Fett helmet Lego thing, and it's just still unopened. I love Lego right
Honestly,
now.
like the last time I played with Lego was probably when I was 18, bro. But that's what inspired me to get creative and build and everything, and like just use my brain that way, right? So
it helps your mind. You like ways that you don't even know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's legit it, man. And then when I was younger, I always wanted to just build things, man. That was my inspo. I'm gonna build my own house type of deal. I'm gonna build my parents a house.
Nice.
Is it realistic now? In this economy, maybe not. But hopefully one day, like Carlos said, God willing,
God willing.
Yeah. How about you, man?
What made classic story? Oh, I saw it on TV. Oh, I grew up. Oh, I saw it. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's it.
And also also the aspect of helping people.
Good cop or bad cop?
Both.
No.
You play good cop. I play bad cop.
It's like that Batman
was the
scene
life.
with the Joker. It's like, pow! Never start with the head or whatever. Right? But anyways, the aspect of helping people, and also that I feel like I can make a change. Yeah. In that department, literally in that department, maybe I know how they are, nothing up with can't be biased in some sort of areas with helping people and all that stuff. But I feel like if there are sectors or divisions within police departments, of they have a mental health division here to help with the police or whatever, right? Maybe one day I can be of an inspiration, or once I'm in years down the road, maybe open a Christian sort of division here of it could even be Bible nights with Christian cops or non-Christian cops, straight up. I'm gonna say it straight up like that. You know what I mean? So to make a difference, some little tiny way,
Yeah,
so
man, honestly, right now with the I guess political climate and everything too, if you want to get into that,
heavy.
It's really necessary, man. People don't trust cops, bro. Let's be
literally
honest, man.
Yeah,
and
literally.
Racial profiling, all that stuff, all the things that you see in the States or in TV or whatever, it's real, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like me and Mati, how many times did we get stopped by the cops, Mati, going to church?
Oh, man.
Dang.
You know what I mean? And this guy always freaked out. He always thought he was illegal, but I'm like, bro, you're a resident, dog.
What?
My mom never told me we're illegal, bro.
Wait, what? You
You
were scared?
He came here in a plane, bro, and he thought he was illegal.
I always thought I was illegal.
Yeah.
So you gave the passport and they're like, nah.
No, he gave your name actually once.
Oh,
We were
right.
driving,
Yeah.
yeah.
Story.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were. No, you weren't.
You
there.
no, you actually he actually gave my name.
Yeah, he did, bro. He's like, I gave them the wrong name and the wrong address. I'm like, what name did you give? He's like, Carlos Reyes.
Nah, he's funny. He's funny.
He made up his last name. Though.
Yeah,
That's what he
yeah,
did.
yeah.
I made up my last name. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened many times. I
man.
always thought it was illegal.
I'd pull you over.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. No,
Nah,
no,
legit.
No, but like,
no, I can't.
bro,
do that.
like we weren't doing anything. I wasn't even
Nothing.
speeding those times. You know what I mean? Like
at those times.
Yeah, those times. Let's be
Dude,
honest.
legit. He was
We were
just
literally
wearing a hat.
going on 41st near churches. It happened that area all the
Dang.
time, maybe 4 times.
Yeah.
And Mati would always freak out, and I'm like, bro, just chill, man. Like
You're
I was
legal,
like,
you're legal.
my dad's never been scared of the cops,
Yeah.
so like he's kind of instilled that in me, type of thing. So like,
Mhm.
just talk to them normal, right? But like I do have some friends, bro, like where their parents' fears have gone to them, type of deal, and like they're freaked out by the cops.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they start shaking, and I'm like, whoa, like chill, man.
That's
like,
sad how
it
the
is.
cops
It is,
have
man.
that
Yeah.
image. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And maybe
is.
that's an abuse of power on those cops back
Yeah.
then, or even now it still happens. But I mean, you know, I'm gonna say what every other cop says in their application. Oh, to make a difference. I mean, it
Yeah.
is true. What else do you want me to say? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I do
That's-
want to. We
that's
all,
your heart, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your heart. You know, that's where your heart's at, and that's
Yeah,
just the honest truth, right?
that's the
So,
honest truth.
yeah.
Yeah, it's sad. It sucks that how the world or North America, you know, because there's great cities with great cops. Like Japan, you have what do you call it? The UK. They don't have guns there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So and they have that relationship with the community.
Yeah.
And then something about in North America, I don't know, but yeah. Yeah. So how about you?
Me?
For you to answer your own question.
Damn. I've always been in fitness and health my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, since I was 15, especially when I met you, that's when I started going to the gym and
Yeah,
stuff.
because you saw me so big, and you're like, man, I want to be
Yeah,
big like that
wanna
guy.
Be like that.
The Hulk.
We have a pretty funny
Happens.
picture. When
Which
I was
one,
like
bro?
19.
Dang, I don't remember.
Was it-
The one at the beach?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You're all
we were showing
flexing.
you guys
You're
that.
all flexing and all. I
Yeah,
remember
we're
that.
flexing,
Actually.
Flex
we're
City.
flexing, we're flexing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just being in health and fitness my whole life. And like everybody, you try to make a difference in people's life.
Yeah.
I was confused about what I wanted to do right after high school. I thought I wanted to become an engineer, but I don't know math and I don't know physics, so that is not gonna work.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, what am I good at? Fitness. So I looked into
Fitness and touching people.
yeah.
Suavecito, but suavecito.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I got into kinesiology
Nice.
for 2 years, and then basically, I'm sorry if you're a kinesiologist, but it's one of the most useless degrees you can have because you need to have a master's, which is physiotherapy. So if you want to keep going, you got to do 6 years of school, and it takes a
Dang.
long time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if I want to start making money.
Now, then.
In
Yeah.
6 years, because I live with a single mom, so I need to help her out. So I started massage, and that was 2 years. And
Man,
definitely
but
a
you
hard
study your butt off. I
Yes, I
saw
know.
you.
You didn't talk to anyone those 2 years, man.
No,
Yeah, and
had no
I
phone,
saw
dog.
you.
So if you wanna go through school, just have no phone. I literally just had Facebook.
Yeah.
My friends know
Facebook Messenger.
I had no
bro.
number
Yeah.
for 2 years.
Yeah, you had.
I know
Well, that's
that.
also
I
because
mean,
you didn't have
because-
money,
No,
though.
you
Come on,
had,
let's be honest.
You had no number because you didn't want a number.
Yeah.
That's
true.
You just had your iPhone Touch, bro, or your iPod Touch.
iPad.
iPod Touch. Oh yeah,
I
iPad.
had an iPad.
Yeah.
So those 2 years were hell, but here we are making a difference.
Here we are, 2021, March 12. Here we are.
Salud.
Salud. Happy New Year.
1, 2, 3, yeah.
Or well, I mean, perfect timing actually. Another question: are you happy?
I think so, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say I'm happy, man. Like
Mhm.
I don't really let things get me down, type of thing. You know what I mean? That's just not how I'm wired. I feel, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, it happens sometimes, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like. I feel like for myself, like I have the mental capacity to like kind of shake things off pretty well, right?
Yeah.
But one thing I have been learning, like in the past recent years with other friends and stuff like that not everyone has that capacity, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, like as best as my intentions are sometimes with some friends, like I'm just so like, man, bro, you just gotta shake it off, man. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but some people are not wired like that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm blessed to be wired like that.
They
I
hold
understand now.
We
right?
all have different like
Yeah,
thresholds.
exactly.
Yeah.
So like, it's not easy for some people I know, but like, you know, like, just kind of just power through it type of thing. But like, where I am in life right now, I believe I'm happy. Yeah. Like I'm doing
awesome.
everything I want, focusing on the proper things, have a good job, you know what I mean? Have health, you know what I mean? Like it's all important things, right?
yeah.
Like let's not forget about the little things, right? Like not saying like, oh man, you know, I'm baller, bro. I got a house, I got this and that. No, that in the grand scheme of things, is that what makes you happy? Is that happiness though? You know what I mean? Like money's not happiness.
Nope.
Like that feeling inside you where you feel at peace, where you feel love, where you have love, that's happiness, I believe.
Sound.
So.
Sound. Are you happy?
Am I happy?
Right now.
Because I'm happy.
Shout out to Furrow.
I
Well,
Today?
I mean, there's two. There's two aspects. Are you happy right now, or are you happy in
Después del
general?
bubble tea, Simon.
Yeah, exactly. We just got bubble tea, by the way. First
Shout
time.
outs to
Milk and Sugar. Shout out.
Hey.
Shout out.
Shout out
They're
to
gonna cut us
Bubble
off now.
Shout out.
Please
El
sponsor
promo, el
us.
promo, el promo.
Shut up, beep. Am I happy? Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I feel like I am. I'm not gonna lie though. Like during this pandemic, it's been kind of hard. I guess not in a sense where things are shaking me, but in a way that everything feels so off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just not the same. Things are not the same. They don't move the same. Like you
Nothing
can't go
was
to
the same.
park. It's hard to see your friends or stuff like that. So
Or you're ashamed for seeing your friends sometimes, you know what I mean? Like it really comes with like everything, you know?
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I know, man.
it's been tough, but in this season, it's been getting better. Happiness is so broad. I guess I'm joyful. I'm joyful of where I am. Like only God can give joy, and that's what my mom always says. Like even your mom tells you, you know, like how does it go? Like
No puedo encontrar what's it called? Happiness con las viejas? No, I'm just kidding.
Con
She
las
doesn't say
viejas.
that. She doesn't say that.
Porque un cristiano está triste si tiene el
Oh yeah,
gozo de Dios.
yeah.
Wanna
¿Cómo puede
translate
estar triste una alma con Cristo?
Yeah.
How can a soul or spirit with God be sad? Right?
Right, because you have the joy of the Lord. So I guess we all have our ups and downs. So in this season, I've had that, but that doesn't take my joy away. Maybe my happiness a little bit, but my joy never did. Never.
I thought you were about to sing that song, bro.
I was about to
I
start
got
crying.
that joy down in my heart. There you go. Remix.
Oh, what's
Drop the beat. Drop the beat.
Anyways, but yeah. Am I happy? Well, I mean, with this, that's a tough one right now.
We got a new dog in the house.
If you guys can, you know what? Yeah. Stay show exclusive. For my sister just got a dog today. Literally, cute dog. But if you hear any barking or not barking, whining or little crying. Yeah, that's
It's
why.
not Carlos. It's the
No,
dog.
no dogs are being harmed in the process of making this video.
No dogs reading.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Solo el perro del Mati.
El perro. Wow. Como
But
dog.
yeah, am I happy right now? Yes and no. Simple as that. Yes and no. You know, you both of you guys know, right? So, yes, because it has pushed me to get closer to the Lord, which I did not realize how far I was away from Him from within the past 3 years. I was talking to you about this on Thursday. 3 years. Like now, seeing myself out in my the 3-year previous Carlos, now seeing myself now out of the box, yeah, I was not. I thought I was happy. You know, oh, look at me. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Nobody's telling me to do this, that. I'm living on my own. I'm not living on my own, doing things on my own, thinking that I'm happy in general. But, you know, and saying, oh, you know, I'm close to God, but what am I doing for him?
Yeah.
I was literally doing nothing. Literally doing nothing. I'm just going to Sundays and that's it, right? But, and no, because, you know, just life stuff, and, but hey, you know, that's not going to push me down. You know, you've known me. I've always been a person of pushing through.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we're learning on Thursday, actually.
Yeah.
Where it is your trials that build your character.
Yeah.
Right?
Amen. Yeah.
The tough moments, that's what builds you.
Yeah.
You know, that's
It's a
what
muscle,
you.
dude. Like they say, man. Like,
Yeah.
If you don't exercise your muscle, it's not gonna grow, right? And the spirit
Yeah.
is a muscle, dude.
Yeah.
Right?